Hello. First, I would like to express my pleasure in being invited to speak with you today, and my thanks to David Obrador-Sala for this opportunity. I'm going to be speaking a little bit about creating online resources for the math classroom. But first, I'd like to tell you a tiny bit about who I am. My name is Linda Fahlberg-Stojanovska. Very long name. I was born and lived in the USA until I was 22. In 1976, I traveled to Macedonia, then Yugoslavia, and met and married and have lived in the city of Bitola, which is just north of Greece, for over 35 years. I work at the Faculty of Technical Sciences at the University St. Clement of Ohrid, teaching mathematics and information and communication technologies, ICT, in education to engineering students. I love mathematics, and I love using GeoGebra to help understand it even better. One of my favorite quotes is about effective technology. The most effective educational technologies are the ones that require little or no behavioral change on the part of the teacher or the learner. They should not increase cognitive load, nor should they require extensive training or technical support. That's Dr. Andrew Van Schack of Vanderbilt University. We do not want to be that teacher over there. We want to be this teacher who's enjoying integrating technology into our classroom and seeing the value in doing so. Connections, connections, connections. Connections are what is important. Each new topic we teach must be totally connected to what the students already know. And technology must follow this rule. It must always be backwards connected, both to the mathematics and to the technology that the student knows. And the connection between doing the math by hand and doing it with the technology must be clear. What kinds of online materials for math do I develop? I like to use a combination of resource types. I like videos, screencasts, YouTubes, whatever you want to call them. I like different kinds of applets. I like ready-to-use applets, interactivities, where you just interact right directly in the classroom. Sometimes I call these show and tell. I like do-it-yourself applets where I have to figure out how to make the construction. I like you do random problem applets where it generates random problems so I can get ready for the exam. In my online materials, I want printable materials. I want to have something in my hand. I want links to standards, keywords, and I like good questions. I want somebody who's taught it showing me some of their good questions, questions that help explain the material. What do I like in my videos, in my screencasts? Of course, I like the audio and visual engagement. I like them short. My rule of thumb is never more minutes than the grade level. And actually, I get bored very easily, unless it's some big complicated problem that I must understand. I like to have my videos 1 to 3 minutes. After that, I'm bored. I like big cursors so that I can see where I'm being directed. I like callouts. Those are the bubbles with text. And I like captions. And recently I've started making my videos so that they can be watched on a smartphone. I think that that's going to be the future. Callouts and captions. Callouts are these little bubbles that you see over here on the right. And captions are great for several reasons. One, they make it easier for everybody to understand, even if the video is in their mother tongue. They make it easier for people with reading and listening disabilities. And for sure, they make it easier for the person who wants to translate the video into their own language. What are my goals when I start to develop online resources? I think that one of our main goals in mathematics education It's not teaching mathematics. It's teaching logical thinking skills. So I want to teach the ability to look at a problem and see what is given, see what is required, what steps are needed to solve, and how to check my result. I've developed several wikis. This is my GeoGebra wiki in English. I have one in Macedonian too. And in each of the sections, I have tried to stick with those guidelines, and we'll see that as we go along.